Hello! Do you have decision paralysis? Are you on the fence on who to pull? I'm gonna summarize what each of these units do and the roles they play. We're gonna make it quick, but before we start, just know that if you can already clear the endgame content consistently, you can pretty much just pull for whoever you like. With that being said, let's start. Starting with Jinshi, she's a Spectrum main DPS that's known for her massive nukes on her enhanced skills. She works best with allies that do coordinated attacks like Roccia or Cartethyia, or even Changli. You can also use Yuanwu if you're lacking a premium option. She also works great with Verena as she also does coordinated attacks. Just be careful, because if you already rely on Spectral units to clear the endgame content, then you'll have a problem whenever you face a Spectral resistant enemy. So I would prioritize getting teams with other elements if that's the case. You'll want her with Celestial Light with you as her main echo, and you'll be ready to nick up your enemies in no time. Her Lotta is absolutely disgusting, in a good way. This character trivializes most of the game to the point where she even turns the holograms into a joke. She's a main DPS that scales with resonance heal damage, so you'll want Shesha supporting her or a Tao Chi if you're lacking a premium option. Here's the fun part. She's primarily a single target boss killer, but she also has a little splash damage, so she can even carry you in Whimpering Wastes. If that wasn't enough, she has a lot of iframes. Her skill putting her on the air and briefly freezing the enemy, her enhanced heavy attack making her invulnerable for quite a bit, and also being able to shoot with her liberation while putting some distance between you and the target makes her a very safe character. That coupled with a very simple rotation makes her the perfect main DPS for a new player. You'll want her on Frosty Resolve with the Sentry construct as her main echo. If Jinshi kneecaps enemies, Carlotta pretty much just commits war crimes on them. Changli is a sub-DPS fusion character that buffs resonance, liberation and fusion damage for 10 seconds for the incoming character. While I really like her, I cannot recommend her for a new player. She works great on quick swap teams, especially with Brant, so unless you're unemployed or are willing to put enough time to learn and practice quick swapping, I would be skipping her. I'm gonna be working on a video about quick swapping in the near future, so subscribe. That being said, she also works well with Changli Yao. Just be aware that her outer skill only lasts for 10 seconds, which can be a bit annoying in this team, because Changli Yao deals his damage with his liberation and that takes quite a bit of time. I personally like playing her with Cartethyia, but again, quick swap. She may become very good in the future, but we'll talk about that later. You want her on Molten Rift with the Nightmare Inferno Rider. Roccia, I'm gonna call her Roccia. She's a support character that buffs basic attack damage and havoc damage for 14 seconds with amazing grouping capabilities, making her a perfect pick for a game mode like Whimpering Wastes, where you have to fight many enemies at once. I don't really have much to say about this character. She's great with characters that scale with basic attack like Camellia. That being said, this is in my opinion an easy skip, mostly because there's a free unit that's also great with basic attack characters and has a lightning fast rotation, Sanhua. So unless you really want to group a bunch of enemies together, I wouldn't really worry about it. And last from the anniversary banner we have Brant. He's a sub-DPS character that buffs both fusion damage and resonance skill damage, and he really shines with dual DPS setups. Quick swapping with characters like Changli, which means that if you don't want to quick swap, he won't be as valuable. You can always play him as a support, as he can shield and heal his teammates with his forte. This is one of those characters that really wants his signature, otherwise it's going to be very difficult to reach his maximum potential. You can also play him as a main DPS with Sanhua, but I would recommend getting his signature weapon if you want to play him in a hyper carry fashion. Unlike your regular DPS characters, you want to give him energy regen on his 3 cost echoes, as he scales with that, and you want as much as possible up to a total of 180% from both his echoes and his weapon. For his echo set, you'll want Tide-Breaking Courage, and you want to get a total of 250% to trigger the set bonus. So you'll be better off prioritizing energy regen on the echo substats, and you want the Dragon of Dirge as his main echo. Not getting to the 250% energy regen requirement doesn't mean that he'll be the worst character ever, but you should aim for that to get the most out of this character. I honestly think that pulling for him is best if you like this character and the quick swap playstyle. Also, he's pretty much untouchable, he's always in the air, and that's pretty cool. And that's it for the special anniversary banners. You may be thinking, what about getting dupes? Well, based on my experiences since the release of the game, you don't really need them. Characters so far have already been complete at S0. And I would not pull for any dupes unless you really like a specific character and you want to do bigger booms. And honestly, I would rather get more characters instead. Same with weapons, most of them will do fine with free-to-play alternatives as long as you build them and play them right. Now let's quickly go over Ciaccona and the upcoming characters, Cartethyia and Lupa. Personally, I think that Ciaccona doesn't have much value as of right now. I already have a video talking about her in different teams, so feel free to check it out before deciding to get her. You can still get her if you want, she's not bad, she really makes Phoebe a force to be reckoned with in Whimpering Wastes, but other than that, she's not that busted. For now, that is. The characters that are coming in the next patch are Cartethyia, which looks awesome, and Lupa, my beloved. Until the livestream, we don't really know what they do exactly and can only speculate. We know that Cartethyia is going to be an arrow sword user and it's very likely that she'll use arrow erosion in some way. And Lupa is a fusion broadblade user, and I'm expecting her to be a unit that can utilize Changli to her fullest extent. So if you're interested in their designs, just wait for the livestream that's right around the corner and then make your decision. That's all from me for now, let me know what you're planning to pull and I'll see you later. Remember to like and subscribe.